We are now going to find out who our September 2024 Student of the Month is. Everybody that attended a class in 2023 is on this list. Who's it going to be? Alexandria. Congratulations, Alexandria. We get to introduce our September 2024 Student of the Month for Emerald Bodywork. Ma'am, take it away.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Alexandria Fairbairn. I am the owner of Sacred Oasis Massage. I am a licensed massage therapist, a massage therapy instructor, and a continuing education provider. So I love all of the things.
And where are you generally located?
So I'm located in the Fort Worth Alliance area. For anyone familiar, right off of Heritage Trace and North Tarrant.
Okay, nice. So thank you for allowing us to have you as our September Student of the Month.
Of course,
Um,
I'm honored.
Yay! I am curious, before we get into much details, you are a new mommy.
I am.
How has that been for you?
Wonderful. It has been amazing. I'm so blessed. My husband has a wonderful job. And since I own my own business, I get to make my own schedule. Pregnancy was a little bit of a challenge. It was beautiful, but I had several health things that caused me to stop working earlier than I anticipated. Went in for a visit and they're like, yeah, can you stop working like yesterday? I'm like, okay. So I've had a little bit more time off before she arrived. And then we were able to plan for a wonderful paternity leave for him. So he's been off since a few weeks before she was born. So almost 4 months. And it's been wonderful. We were talking about it the other day. We feel like we're back in high school, like we got our summer off. Now we're going to go back to school and go back to
Yes.
work.
Yeah, you did.
But it's been wonderful. I'm loved every minute of it.
Well, congratulations. Motherhood is the most work, but the most fun and joyous.
Yes, yeah, it has been wonderful. It has been hard. It is the hardest thing that I have done to date, but it's also the most rewarding and the most beautiful thing. So very, very bittersweet. There's definitely the hard days, but then there's the moments that you're like, oh, this is why. Like, get all
Exactly.
the hard stuff.
And that, to me, so far in my little motherhood journey, has been the theme.
Mhm.
So, yay. All right. So, business. So, in your own massage practice, what kind of, I guess, niche or ideal clients or focus does your practice have? Answer it however you want, however it feels appropriate.
So, I feel almost as if there's a big herd of us going away from niche. And I feel like I slightly fit in that category because I don't feel like I fit in any one particular category. Um, I think that walking into massage, it's a holistic approach, as in WHOLE. And there's so many things that can come into play and little things that can be going on in their lives that they may not realize are affecting how they're feeling. Um, and so I don't really feel like I fit into Swedish, deep tissue, relaxing, sports, any of those, because I kind of morph all of the skills that I collect. Um, I Most of my clients are either business owners themselves, stay-at-home moms. I have a sprinkling of literally everything else. My passion is just pouring into people and helping them live life to the fullest and be the best version of themselves. And sometimes a massage is what we need to do that. Sometimes there are other things I can suggest that, hey, see these other things in your life going on. Here's where I can help, but I'm not going to fix everything. So please look into these other aspects of your wellness, just to get everything taken care of. Because as much as I would love to be the one-stop shop and be able to fix everything, I think you and I both know we cannot do that. Even though that's sometimes what people walk in and want, that's not the best option. So I enjoy relaxation. I got into massage therapy because I was in chronic pain myself, and massage is what helped me heal. And so I like to take that approach of, yes, you've got, regular headaches and tension in your neck and stiffness in your shoulders, but did you know that your glutes are also affecting this? And the way that you sit in the car could be affecting this. The way you hold your baby could be affecting this. There's a lot of little things that we can tweak to improve our overall health and wellness. So I like to think of myself as a hybrid.
I like that. Yeah. And you actually touched on something that I'm curious about too, is what brought you to massage therapy?
So I am not originally from Texas. I'm originally from Georgia. My husband grew up here. And when I moved here, I got rear-ended twice in my first 3 months of living here, which was, yeah, welcome to Texas. And the first accident was not bad, but it was the first car accident I'd ever been in. The second one was bad. And I was young. I want to say I was freshly 21, if. Um, and I thought this is why people didn't like car accidents because you feel horrible afterwards. And I didn't realize that I could not feel that way. I did try to go in for one massage thinking it would fix everything. Went in for a deep tissue massage, and I had to take the next 3 days off of work because my body did not need a deep tissue massage because I was still in fight or flight mode. Actually made it worse. And I remember texting that massage therapist and being like, hey, I feel horrible. What did you do to me? Like, I've had a call out of work. Like, I'm throwing up. I'm nauseous. I'm feeling absolutely horrible. And her response was like, oh, well, we could have done a Swedish, but you had booked a deep tissue. So next time, book a Swedish. Um, and that's been, I guess, something that has obviously stuck with me throughout my career as a massage therapist, that what we ask for isn't always what we need. We don't always understand as the client everything that our body needs, even when you're in the industry. Sometimes, I mean, I've had a massage since Olivia was born, and I was like, I know I need all the things and everything hurts, but just do what you find because you will be able to tell better than I can in my delirious state right now what my body truly needs. Um, and so, yeah, I've taken that with me into being a massage therapist of trying to curate what the body asks for, um, versus what we think we need. I want to say it was about 6 to 8 months of regular massage, and I was back to feeling normal, which is wonderful because I was in intense pain from that car accident. And that's when I was like, oh, I can help people feel like this. Like, this is what I want to do, which is crazy. I never thought I'd have a career I love. I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So now I have both.
Yeah, and you can do both with this career
And you
too.
can. You absolutely can.
Yeah, because again, if you have your own practice, you make your own hours.
You set your own hours, you set your own work days. It literally can be whatever you want it to be, which
Yeah.
is crazy wonderful.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that my practice has evolved with my needs of my family. So what was needed when they were like toddlers is not what is needed now since they're preteens. So
Exactly.
my own practice kind of morphs, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Um, being a business owner is not for everybody. I grew up in family owned businesses, and so I've lived this style, I guess you can say, my whole life. And so to me, it feels very normal. But it really can. It's hard work, but it can truly morph to whatever your family needs, which is an incredible blessing, especially in today's day and age.
Yes, very true. Very true. So this question sometimes is hard to answer, at least it is for me.
Okay.
You could name one or two like training classes or modalities or whatever label you want to put on them. How has that helped you, or which one has helped you the most in your practice? And again, this is hard to answer sometimes.
Hmm. What has helped me most in my practice modality wise?
And this is more to kind of give guidance to people that are maybe looking for something too. That's why we kind of ask it.
So, my recommendation is anything that you still had questions about after school or you did not feel confident in school. Whatever you would maybe see on your schedule and be like, ooh, am I sure? Can I do this? Do I know enough techniques to feel confident giving this massage, that's what I would go after. For me personally, a big one was prenatal massage. I feel like it is not taught to the best capacity in most establishments. And the biggest reason for that is most places that you will go to work for someone else have very rigorous, strict rules based off of liability, not off of client health. And so we're taught to be afraid of women who are pregnant in all stages of their pregnancy, which I know you and I are on the same page about this. That's not true. My first trimester massages, honestly, were the most life-giving of any of the massages that I had. That first trimester is hard.
Oh, that's a roller coaster.
um, and we are taught to not touch anyone in their first trimester. And at least for me, I know most schools are working with such a limited amount of time, they can't take a deep dive into all of the nitty gritty. And it is safest to just say no, rather than saying, yes, you can, but go and learn the rest of the information. Decide if you're comfortable presenting this modality, if you're comfortable giving it to other people and explaining when they have questions about it, or if it's something that is not your wheelhouse, and that's okay. You do not have to have all of the wheels in your house. You can say, you know what, this isn't for me. I don't feel confident. I don't like it. It's not my favorite to give. I dread it. Don't do it. So for me personally, prenatal has been the most valuable that I've done. I haven't taken y'all's prenatal class yet. I do want to take your prenatal class. The very first prenatal class I took, I left with more questions than I went in with, and I did not feel confident in all, and I know other students didn't either. So I ended up doing a ton of research on my own, which is why that's the class that I teach. It's my biggest class is prenatal massage.
And thank you for saying that, because I was gonna tout that class if you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, my goal is for everyone to feel confident, because as someone who has been pregnant and has gone places and then them not thinking it's important for them to know I'm pregnant and then find out and be like, oh, we can't do that today. That really throws a wrench in life when you're already going through the ringer with all the first trimester things. I didn't know you need a doctor's note to have a dental cleaning when you're pregnant. That you do, which I understand. But when you don't know, you don't understand why there are certain precautions. So yeah, prenatal is my passion, and it's such a gift, especially to mothers who are pouring literally everything of themselves into creating a tiny human. To pour back into them is just so special.
Yeah. Thank you for saying all that. That is such a true statement. And you're right about the massage education foundational program schools. They don't have a lot of time. And that's why we encourage anybody that leaves school that's kind of where your education starts.
Yeah,
in a lot of
I feel like there's so many students who feel like they graduate and then I have learned everything. I can now do all the modalities that we touched on in school. And continuing education is kind of just presented as a means to keeping your license. When I feel like we should look at it as I've graduated. I have a little tiny drop in each of these modality buckets of knowledge, and I would like to fill the rest of my bucket by taking those continuing education classes. And as time goes on, maybe those buckets evaporate and those levels get a little bit lower, especially things that you don't focus on as much or do on a regular basis. So even if you've already taken the class, it's been a few years or you don't feel confident, take another one, because each teacher is going to present you with different information and life experiences and business experiences. I love taking all the prenatal classes because I love getting everyone's little tidbits that maybe I haven't experienced or learned, and being able, to share those with others as well from what I've experienced. So, yes.
Yeah, and the research keeps evolving and changing too.
It does.
And they both are evidence-based in our practices and in our education.
Yes, very much so. I'm very excited, especially for prenatal. I think our industry leaders are moving more towards teaching first trimester. And I have heard in their rumor mill that will be in our textbooks within the near future. So I hope that comes to fruition and comes to pass, because that's the number one question when we get to that page in my syllabus. Everyone's like, "Oh, but the textbook says." I'm like, "Evidence."
Yeah. Yeah. And again, yeah. And I really do love the evidence, because then it shows validity
Mhm.
to what everybody is talking about if you follow the evidence. And
Exactly.
but you said it really great in that it's it's always good to be conservative in your approach and stay kind of on the thought process of liability
Mhm.
until you get fully educated.
Yep. It's okay to
Mhm.
say, "I don't know." It's
I
totally fine when someone asks you. If you don't know, don't fluff it.
Yeah. Get a good referral base so you can be like, I don't, but these people do.
Exactly. That, yeah, that's, I think you've beautifully touched on the next thing that I'm most passionate about, which is we are community. We should be community based. Community over competition is kind of my motto. Um, and I feel like so many of us, especially in school, I don't think they intentionally know that they're fostering such a competitive outlook. Um, One, we cannot massage all the people out there. I cannot massage all of the people in Fort Worth. I don't think I could even massage all of the people that come to the shopping center that I work in. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. And I think we need to learn to be okay with that and not get offended when our massage style isn't what someone is looking for. I mean, I myself have a handful of massage therapists, and I go to certain ones when I want a certain modality or, you know, perfect example, my friend Erin. When I need a good deep tissue sports, really work something out of me, I go to Erin. When I need to like zonk out and go to sleep, I go to my friend Alejandra or Haley, because they just slow, smooth massage hands. Just I fall asleep every time. It's beautiful. Um, but what you need changes. And so having people that you can refer to say, this is not my specialty, but I have a friend who does, go see my friend, is powerful, because otherwise you're putting yourself in a session that you're not enjoying, which comes across whether you realize it or not. It's not your wheelhouse. You're not going to look forward to it when you see it on your books, and that's a disservice to your client. So it's
Mhm.
much better to say, you know what? I have a friend who would be perfect for this modality or this style of massage you're looking for. Why don't you book a session with them, and then I'll see you next time?
Yeah.
Super easy.
And it actually is very freeing as a massage therapist, because then you don't have to try to fix everybody with everything that they
Yes.
have.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because, oh, yeah, no. Mm-mm. No, thank you.
Yeah. Well, it has been wonderful talking with you. I will make sure to share your info in the description of this video. I know you're a busy mama, so I will let you get back to doing what's fun. But I really appreciate your time today. Thank you.
It was so good to see you again. Um, dip my toes back into the massage world. Haven't done that since Olivia got here. So it's been wonderful. I appreciate you having me on, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day and checks out some of your other videos. I was doing that this morning, and y'all have some really good content.
Thank you. We're trying. Like you said, get out of your comfort zone. We're trying.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.